south is getting bombed. It's been, the last couple of days I went down 2 days ago and then today it's getting wrecked. Get back up to the other end. Oh dear God. Shift orders. Just come back to it. Yeah. Location.
All right, good evening. It is 6 p.m. Tuesday, September 23rd, City Council meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that the press and public were duly notified of the meeting in accordance with the Freedom of Information Act. Join me, if you're able, in standing for the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Father, we thank you for the beauty of the day, and we thank you for the awesome place we get to call home and work and play, and just pray that you will guide our conversations tonight and discussions and decisions that need to be made on behalf of our community. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Nicole, you want to do roll call?
Absolutely. Councilmember Carroll? Here. Councilmember Myers? Here. Councilmember Pierce?
Here.
Councilmember Bogosian?
Here.
Councilmember Ward?
Here.
Councilmember Hahn?
Here.
Councilmember Streetman?
Here.
Councilmember Anderson?
Here.
Mayor Pounds?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. First item is citizens' comments.
Mr. Bob McLeod?
My name is Bob McLeod. I'm an owner down at the Ocean Club condominiums, as well as a member of the board there, and I'm also in charge of our lovely reconstruction project that is underway and going to make Ocean Club a much more beautiful place. But first off, I'd like to say thank you very much, Mr. Mayor and council members, for all that you've done to this point in trying to help address and being proactive in dealing with the erosion situations that we've been dealing with over the last number of months, and the help that you've provided in both the form of sandbags and in the sand movement that was done earlier this year. I know that when you met last month, there was some discussion in regards to Ocean Club and our scaffolding situation, and potentially some concerns that putting sandbags would interfere with that. I just wanted to take an opportunity and say that what we've done is we have cantilevered all of our scaffolding off of the garage slab floor. So we have steel I-beams going out, and we don't have any of the scaffolding in the areas that we're dealing with that's in contact with the sand. We do have one corner over towards the garage entrance, but that's back from the area that we would be dealing with and putting sandbags. So our purpose this evening, and on behalf of Ocean Club and our community there, we would respectfully request that you would reconsider and give us some assistance with the sandbags as you do seascape. And talking to your folks out there, they would prefer to carry it around continuous to avoid any potential for the water getting in behind and washing out behind seascapes sandbags as well. So I think it would be in everybody's best interest, and certainly would be in the interest of Ocean Club selfishly, but we would very much appreciate your assistance in this matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.
That's all.
Good. All right, we're going to shift gears a little bit on the agenda. We were going to do Catherine Magruder, but if you're 106, you can get here when you want to. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do the Signal 30 awards real quick. You will recall the Signal 30 award is a special citizen recognition for a special citizen service award. It occurs on extremely limited basis as a result of a recommendation. The decision to give a citizen award is made by City Council, and an actual award is bestowed by the mayor and City Council. The award was developed in 2002, and this will be the 12th time, only the 12th time that we've given that out. So tonight, I'm going to read a memo that Chief Cornett prepared on behalf of, on this recommendation. So this is from Chief Cornett to Douglas Carr, our city administrator. This memorandum is being sent to officially recommend that Robert Heaton and Thomas Brandon Blackwell be recognized for their heroic actions on August 23rd, 2025. I'm recommending that they be awarded the Isle of Palm Signal 30 Award. The Isle of Palms Signal 30 Award is a rare award and is awarded to an individual or individuals who demonstrated a special citizen service. On August 23, 2025, an individual driving through the parking lot of the IOP Marina accidentally drove his vehicle down the boat ramp into Morgan Creek. Robert Heaton and Brandon Blackwell observed the incident and instantly sprang into action. Without hesitation, they got into the water and worked to rescue the occupant from the vehicle that was quickly sinking. They were able to assist the driver from the vehicle and got him to safety on dry land. Mr. Heaton and Mr. Blackwell took actions that were truly heroic and without question resulted in saving a person from what could have been a very tragic incident. Their actions are examples of what the Signal 30 Award is meant to recognize, and they should be both commended for their actions. Chief, thank you for putting that forward. So if Robert and Brandon are here, come on up. We've got upstairs we have a plaque with all the winners over the last, since 2002, not the winners, but the nominations. And then we've got an individual plaque for each of you. Just as a Signal 30 Award presented to Robert Heaton for acts of citizen service, August 23rd, 2025. Thank you.
Mayor Pounds, you're going to need a motion
Oh, thank you.
to do
Sorry.
that.
It's already awarded.
Motion to award the,
Motion to
motion to award it.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
My notes are back up there. And thank you, family and crew, for joining tonight. This was great. They even went back to the Islander for dinner, scene of the crime. So, thank you. All right.
Thank you. That's all right.
Megan, you okay if we go with you? So Megan and I had met Megan Silsby. She's the executive director of the Low Country American Red Cross, and she had asked if she could come address council. She's left some business cards. Douglas has those for us. But Megan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, members of council. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you tonight. My name is Megan Silsby, and I proudly serve as the Executive Director of the American Red Cross of the Low Country. My goal today is simple: to give you a clear picture of what we do so that when your community needs help, you know exactly who to call. I'm honored to share how we're serving the Low Country and to provide a face to the mission that we carry out every day. The Red Cross is your neighbors, your volunteers, and your partners in building a safer, more resilient community. Our mission is simple but powerful: to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of our volunteers and the generosity of our donors. You may relate the Red Cross to large-scale disasters, and rightfully so. We show up in force during monumental storms that wreak havoc across the Low Country and the United States, but we also serve locally every day. In 2024 alone, we responded to over 300 local disasters, and most of them were home fires. We partner with local fire departments who call on us when one of our neighbors experiences a home fire so that we can come to the scene and provide the victims support. Home fires claim nearly 7 lives a day in the United States, but a working smoke alarm cuts this risk nearly in half. That's why we've installed over 1,000 free smoke alarms across the Low Country this past year alone. Since 2014, this initiative has saved over 140 South Carolina lives. In 2024, we provided shelter, food, emotional support, and financial assistance to more than 1,000 people across the Low Country. And we do this at no cost to those affected, thanks to the generosity of our community and our volunteers. Just as we work to protect lives and homes, we also help save lives in hospitals. Our next line of service is one that nearly touches every family at some point: our blood services. The Red Cross is the largest supplier of blood in the United States, supplying over 40% of the nation's blood supply. In the Low Country, we hosted over 1,200 blood drives and collected more than 24,000 units of life-saving blood last year. Hello, welcome. And Isle of Palms is part of that. In 2024, we collected over 80 units of life-saving blood through 4 blood drives in your community. Of course, saving lives isn't just about what we do, but it's what we empower others to do as well. And that's where our training services comes in. Over 4,000 people in our region benefited from Red Cross CPR skills, first aid, AED use, and water safety last year. We also reached over 275 students through our disaster preparedness program. And while we serve the public, we also have a deep commitment to those who served our country. Our support of military members and their families are a cornerstone of our mission. We proudly support our military community through the Hero Care Network, offering emergency communication, financial assistance, and behavioral health support. In 2024, we provided over 1,900 case services to military members, veterans, and their families. And behind all this work is over 696 volunteers who dedicate their time and their energy to providing support for the Red Cross. So today, I'm here to help you see that the Red Cross is not just a national organization, but also a trusted local partner, an essential part of your community's safety net. We're here before, during, and after emergencies, standing alongside the people that we serve. But we can't do it alone. The strength of the Red Cross comes directly from the strength of the communities that we support. That's why I'm eager to work with each of you to better understand the unique needs of your respective communities so that we can respond with programs that make a real difference. Thank you for your time, your leadership, and your partnership, and I look forward to speaking with both of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Megan. Thanks for taking the time to come here tonight. Is Brandon Blackwell here tonight?
He is not, but I can take his, I'll make sure he gets his plaques.
Thank you, Chief.
He just moved and was unable to be here tonight. Sends his regrets.
And I left my business card, that has my direct line. So I'm your direct line to the Red Cross in case of emergency, so feel free to
No,
call
you
us
can
all
do
if you need anything. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Mama, we were waiting on you, but are you good now? You sit right there. It's all good. So, forgot one. So tonight, we would like to consider Proclamation 2025-02 to declare September 25th, 2025 as Catherine Magruder Day. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
26th.
Second.
Is it the
What is it?
26th?
26th. Is that what did I say?
You said 25th.
Sorry. September 26th, 2025. How about that? Thank you. Got a motion, a second. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. So we're going to read your proclamation. You stay right there. Don't move. Make it easy on you. So this is a proclamation 2025-02 to declare September 26th, 2025 as Catherine Magruder Day. Whereas Catherine Magruder is the eldest member of our community and will achieve the age of 106 on September 26th. Whereas Catherine was born in Siler City, North Carolina, and graduated from Greensboro College. After college, she worked for Liberty Mutual as a claims adjuster, and then with Duke Hospital, where she met and married William Magruder. He took her to occupied Berlin, where he was an Army physician. And whereas she returned to Baltimore with William, where they raised a family until she joined her daughter Kathy on the Isle of Palms in the summer of 2018. She is a founding member of LENS and active in the IOP Exchange Club. She spends her leisure time playing duplicate bridge, solving crossword puzzles, and exercising with her personal trainer. Whereas she has 3 children, 3 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren to date. Whereas she can be found partying at the Refuge, Windjammer, Islander 71, or the Dinghy on any given night. You're telling all your secrets tonight, young lady. Whereas she continues to amaze us with her charm and sense of humor. Now therefore, the Mayor and City Council of the City of Isle of Palms do hereby proclaim September 26, 2025 as Catherine Magruder Day on the Isle of Palms and encourage our community to join us in celebration of this day, proclaimed by the Mayor and City Council of the City of Isle of Palms in meeting duly assembled this 23rd day of September 2025. You sure can. Stay right there. You stay right there. Bring it to you.
Hearts of my heart, good friends and family dear, hearts of my heart, I'm so glad you all are here. When I was young, I never thought this day would come, but I'm alive at 105 plus 1. Still going strong, still having fun. Hearts of my heart, doesn't get any better than this. I'm glad we don't have to part. and always I'll remember this special time in September when we were together right here. Hearts of my happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, everybody. And especially to.
Mama, we've got one more thing. I had contacted Lindsey Graham's office, and they have a program where they will fly a flag over the U.S. Capitol on your behalf.
Oh,
So I'll read the certificate to you real quick. This says, Flag of the United States of America. This is to certify that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol on September 3rd, 2025. At the request of the Honorable Lindsey Graham, United States Senator, this flag was flown for Catherine Magruder in celebration of her 106th birthday on September 27th. That's when the celebration is, but your birthday's the 26th. So it's a nice couple of certificates and the U.S. flag all nice and folded up on your behalf. I'll tell you a couple of quick of my favorite mama stories. We won't open the mic up because we could be here all night potentially. Warren Marcus, who I'm sure everybody, it's not Warren's birthday. It's not about him. I'm just leading in for him. So Warren will text me pretty regularly just to check on me, make sure things are good. Warren's really the mayor of IOP. He's really the one that makes life happen here. This has been a couple of years ago. Warren texted me, Kathy, you happen to be out of town. I figure if you're 106, we can tell stories on you. So Warren texted me and said, Kathy's out of town. Mama put together the shopping list for the day. So here's Mama's shopping list for the day. Bourbon, lemon, tonic, and the last two items have question marks, so Warren, these were questionable, ice cream and beer. That made me laugh, I'll be quite honest. The other one, this has been earlier this year, I think it was, I was coming out of the co-op here by the Teeter. Warren pulls up in his golf cart like he always does, fixture on the island. And we're talking for a minute, and he says, Mama's inside, why don't you go in and have a conversation with her, or say hello. So I go into Mama. She's sitting there on the high topper table by herself, I think on Bloody Mary 1 or 2, no judgment at all. And I start having a conversation with Mama, and she says, where are you going, where have you been? And I said, well, I'm going to play pickleball a little bit later today. I think part of the secret to Mama's success, her response to me was, I have always wanted to play pickleball, and I think I might give it a try. That's the attitude that gets you here. Thank you for being a part of our community. Just a thank you. Off to the dinghy? Nice.
you're doing great.
Nothing to see here.
Incredible.
All right. I love when we can start meetings out with that kind of stuff. That's good stuff. Next item is approval of previous meeting minutes. You've got city council meeting on August 26th, city council workshop on September 9. You've got citizens' comments attached as well as committee meetings. Is there a motion on the council meeting minutes?
Motion to approve. Second.
Are there edits or changes? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. The old business, first item under new business is consideration of fiscal 26 millage rate of .0201 and local option sales tax credit factor of .00019, and that's 100% credit back on the local option sales tax rate.
Motion to approve. Second.
Douglas or Deborah, anything down here? I know, Deborah, you've put a FAQ out on the website under the finance tab that kind of explains the reassessment year and kind of what we can or can't do from a city standpoint. So if you haven't seen that, that's helpful. Anything to add?
No, happy to answer questions, but this is just part of the process we go through when we have reassessment years.
Questions or comments? Yes, sir.
Yeah, Douglas, if you could, just for people that are watching the meeting, explain what this means exactly. Because it's a little bit confusing to folks, because there was a reevaluation of their property, and then there's a millage rate, so are their taxes actually going to go up or stay the same?
Yeah, I will give you the very highest level summary of every so often the county reassesses your property values. They generally go up. The cities that set the millage rates have to adjust those millage rates to either set things at a revenue neutral point, or you can adjust the millage at that point to have an increase in revenue. The proposal in the packet is to adjust down so that the net revenue to the city is neutral.
Thank you, Douglas.
So it
So
should,
property taxes for an individual will probably remain the same.
that's correct. If our millage adjustment down offsets their increased value appropriately, it would stay the same.
And isn't that capped at 15% every assessment year?
That is correct.
But that's.
Yes?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is just for the ILP piece, though.
Right, because it may go up on the county side.
Yeah, so our property tax millage as well as our debt service millage will be coming down. Blair, to your specific question. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item is consideration of distribution of fiscal '25 positive net result. In your packet, you've got a recommendation from staff to, these are unaudited numbers, as I know Deborah will say 3 times before she gets away from that mic, but roughly 2.2. So when we go through this, if you can do the motion in the form of percentages. So staff is recommending 15% stay in the general fund, 30% be moved to the disaster recovery fund, and 55% be moved to the capital fund. For a motion.
Motion to approve with the stated percentages.
Second.
Deborah or Douglas, anything to add there? And I know the dollar amount can change once we get through the audit, but sorry, Douglas.
That's correct. Just that we think that the dollar amounts are very close, if not exact, but they could change. And what we're really asking for your blessing on this evening is to set those percentages, and we'll apply them to the actual dollar amounts once we have that.
So a close approximation of that dollar amount, what are we talking?
It's, to the general fund, it'll be $331,000, to the disaster recovery, $663,000, and to the capital fund, about $1.2 million.
That's a net positive result.
Yeah, for a total of 2.2.
Revenues exceeded expenses.
That's correct.
Other
You guys
comments,
have it,
questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah.
Next item is consideration of a wage study, $16,500. This is from Evergreen, who's the company we've used a couple of times before. This is an unbudgeted expense item. Douglas or Janice, anybody?
Yeah.
Before we make a motion, anything to add?
No, this is the, we discussed this at the admin committee and then at the workshop. This is an effort to forecast a little bit adjustments in wages that could be considered by council in your upcoming budget. So we'll start that budget process in January, and we'd like to have the results back from this study sometime around the January timeframe, and this would get us in line to do that. Evergreen has done a full wage and compensation study for us previously. This proposal would be taking the existing job description, job duties. You know, there's a lot of work that they did in that initial work. This would just be updating those numbers based on what surrounding communities have done in terms of their wage adjustments.
John, anything to add?
I think that's good, yeah. That's what we talked about.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Other questions, discussion items? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item is Boards, Commissions Report. Board of Zoning Appeals, minutes are attached. Planning Commission, no meeting in September. Accommodations Tax Advisory Committee, the minutes are attached. Environmental Advisory Committee, minutes are attached. Next item, ordinances, resolutions, and petitions. Second reading, ordinance 2025-10, golf cart path designation. Under Douglas, you just sent an updated version of that. This is second reading. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Douglas, anything you want to draw attention to on the?
No, this is the same draft that was given first reading, went through the Public Safety Committee, and it's really as a result of the change in state law that allows cities to designate these golf cart paths.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item, first reading, which is by title only, is ordinance 2025-11, glyphosate ban on city-owned property.
Motion to approve.
Sorry. This is coming from our Environmental Advisory
Yes.
Committee. Sorry, Katie. Thank you. Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Question? No questions. All those in favor say aye.
Just one quick question. Go ahead.
Scott wanted to ask something. I just wanted to say thank you to the Public Works Department for being absolutely gung-ho on this, and no questions asked. They were like, yes, it's a great idea, let's do it. So thank you to them. Scott?
My only question was, and I think this was originally, did it start like for the whole island?
Yeah, it was kind of a question of what's the best way of addressing this issue, and some cities and towns have banned it completely, and, we were just looking at, a lot of research was done, a lot of people on the Environmental Advocacy Committee put in a whole lot of time. There was conversations with Wild Dunes Golf Course, and it's one of those things that if you are interested, you could find enough reading that you could spend probably a good portion of the rest of the year reading it. So there's a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of information on both sides. And so from the Wild Dunes Golf Course perspective, basically it was, if we stopped using this, we'd have to use something else that, for all we know, could actually end up being worse. And so, but from our city's perspective, we thought this was a good place to start. It was, as I said, the Public Works Department was gung-ho, and they said it would be a simple thing for them to do. And so we figured we'll lead the charge and use it as somewhat of a community education to try to encourage people to think about using it less or not using it at all, or finding other more environmentally friendly ways of killing weeds. So we as a city taking the lead on this, we figured this was, a good first step, and we will hope that others will follow lead.
All right. Thank you. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next ordinance, first reading by title only, ordinance 2025-07, fishing regulations. Is there a motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Next item is under miscellaneous business, consideration of accepting the dedication of 5 new drainage easements for Phase 1 of the Waterway Boulevard Barrier Project. Douglas? I know you
Yeah,
got-
this is a bit of a housekeeping task in that the city has been given or dedicated easements, but the second half of that process is to accept the dedication. If an entity dedicates it to the public, but the public fails to recognize that and actually accept the dedication, it doesn't have any meaning. So this is closing that loop and accepting that dedication. And this is all part of the process of establishing the new drainage easements that are needed for the flood barrier work that's underway now.
Is there a motion?
Motion to
So move.
Jane, you want to do second?
Second.
Second. Questions, comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Douglas, for chasing that. Next item is executive session pursuant to South Carolina Section 30-4-70A2 to receive legal advice related to a potential claim Upon conclusion of the executive session and return to public session, council may vote on a matter related to executive session. Is there a motion?
Motion to go into executive session. Second.
All those in favor say aye.